Hi everybody, Hamer here again with another Mission Impossible episode review. This time we're reviewing episode 8 from season 1, which is called The Ransom. So we start, there's no instructions in this one. This is the first of what some people call the personal missions, which are not basically assigned by the whatever entity controls the IMF. This is just something that somebody in the IMF has just got to do. So we see Briggs shooting some pool, and he gets a visit from mobster Frank Egan, accompanied by his hoods, one of whom is Vic Tayback, who you probably recognize from the Alice series of the 1980s. Egan tells Briggs that he has kidnapped Sandy Forrester, the daughter of one of Briggs's good friends. Sandy dies unless Briggs can deliver to Egan informant Augie Gorman, who is currently under heavy police custody in anticipation of his testimony against Egan. So Dan assembles his usual team, plus Dr. Green, who you probably remember from Operation Rogosh, and one of Dr. Green's assistants. The team first establishes that Sandy is okay, and then they launch their plan. They get a room 3 floors above Gorman's at the hotel where the police are keeping him in custody. And Willie turns off the main water so that Barney can tap into the plumbing. Dr. Green prepares a vial that will cause Gorman to appear to have a stroke, and Dan lowers it down to the plumbing in Gorman's room. After a while, Gorman, who's coming down with cabin fever and having been cooped up for so long, takes some sleeping pills, but unfortunately doesn't get any water to wash them down with. Dan is forced to disable the hotel's air conditioning to make things uncomfortable for Gorman and everyone else. Even that doesn't work. The officer assigned to Gorman takes a drink, and fortunately Dan's keen ears hear his shoes as he takes his steps, stopping Barney from setting off the vial prematurely. Dan decides to take matters into his own hands, and he goes down to Gorman's floor as a loud drunk who yells out Gorman's name, spooking him awake. And this time Gorman actually does go to get some water from the sink as he downs a couple more sleeping pills. Gorman falls to the ground and is taken to the hospital, where Dr. Green, his assistant, and Nurse Cinnamon are waiting. They cleverly swap Gorman with a double by covering him with an oxygen mask and inverting an X-ray table. The officer does finally notice, of course, that the man he's with isn't Gorman, and Dr. Rollin and Cinnamon manage to get Gorman out of the hospital despite the police trying to lock it down. Dan gets a call from Egan asking to meet, but doesn't like the dictated terms, agitating Sandy's father, who wants to get his daughter back, obviously. They do eventually meet up with Egan, who shows them that Sandy's still okay, and Dan takes Egan to where Gorman is, unconscious at a phone booth. One of Egan's hoods steps out and shoots Gorman, and Egan prepares to kill Dan and Forrester to eliminate all the witnesses, until Dan points out that Gorman was just a dummy and not the real one.
Now we'll exchange Gorman for the girl my way. You'll wait to hear from me. And one more little thing, Egan. If anything happens to that girl, anything, I'll finish you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'll find you and I'll kill you. And you know I can do it.
Now we'll do things Dan's way. The meet is arranged at a warehouse, and on the way there, Egan is pulled over by Officer Willie for speeding. Dan and Forrester switch cars with Egan's hoods and head out of the warehouse with Sandy, as Egan pulls up and greets Augie before shooting him with a sawed-off shotgun, telling his goons to get lost. At that, Dan drives back into the warehouse, where we learn that Augie is okay, and Egan was really Rollin in disguise. The real Egan arrives. Forrester lunges at him, but Dan calls him off. Egan is defeated. Mission accomplished. I'm going to give this episode a grade of A. Not an A+. I don't quite think that it belongs in the elite set of episodes. I don't know if it's a top 10. It's definitely a top 20 out of the 167 episodes that we've got. A lot of good things to say about it. We'll go one by one. First of all, there's no question that this is Stephen Hill's finest hour as Dan Briggs, right? There's so many points in this episode. He is in complete control. he's determined. Determined is a huge understatement. That's like saying that Niagara Falls is a little bit wet. He's going to keep his promise to his friend that he's going to get his daughter back, and he's going to get this mission completed, no matter what. Right? And the way that he improvs and makes things up on the fly and basically puts himself in the center of danger is, amazing. No question. This is Dan Briggs' finest hour. I like the way that there's a lot of different techniques and elements used. It's not just simply by the nature of what needs to be done. It's not just one plan that's kind of like a Batman gambit, so to speak, where they can predict, oh well, and then they're going to do this, and then we'll have to do this, and then we'll have to do that. No, it's made up on the fly, as I mentioned, and so many good things. We'll have to do this, and we'll have to do that, and have to put a lot of elements into play. What else is really, really good? William Smithers, my gosh, this man is excellent. He does a fantastic job. He's perfectly cast, I believe, as Egan, who is a bad guy with absolutely nothing to lose. And he plays that to absolute perfection. This man is a fine actor, and we will see him again in future episodes. Overall, the plot is a really, really good quality plot. As I mentioned, it is the first of the personal missions, so to speak, not one that is not one that is an assignment. And it really, really, really well written and well scripted. There's no filler. There's no padding. Everything just fits, which is really great. The only reason that I would not put this one among the elite, and it's not really a criticism, it's more of an observation or a comment. The really great episodes, I feel, the elite episodes of Mission Impossible, are the ones that really do emphasize and focus on the team concept, where everybody's got a really, really important role to play, and then everything kind of comes together. Maybe these two are off doing one thing, and these two are off doing one thing, but then at the end it all comes together with the whole team's roles saying, yeah, boy, we would never have got here if everybody hadn't, done their part, and it just all comes together. Almost like, I don't remember that old series Voltron, where they have, like 5 different, characters, and they'll have to come together to form, one, larger unit, something like that. I don't know why that just actually occurred to me. So again, it's good in a way that this episode is very Dan-centric and really, really shows off what Dan Briggs and Stephen Hill by extension can do, but that's probably what just holds it from being just that slight level of elite, in my opinion. But definitely I'm going to give this one a solid A. Okay, so that's enough for that one. Thanks again for watching. I really, really appreciate everybody who is coming in, tuning into these videos. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm looking forward to the next episode, which is going to be called Fake Out. And I'm going to hopefully have that one up very, very soon. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate this and hope you're having fun. And I'll see you next time.